Come on in here. What's good, family? What's good? What is good up in here? What is good? What is good? How y'all feeling, man? Everybody all right? Back to another one. Another session with Harry Honeybee Lee, Kimberly Ortiz, Elaine B. Find us off in the house. Beth Mikey, what's up, Will Power? Yes. What's up, Karen? How y'all feeling here? What's up, Edith? Janet Cross, Joy Tracy, Dawn Casaza. What's up, Danita Joe? China's in the house. How y'all feel this evening, man? What's up, Elaine B? Everybody come on in. Hit the like. Hit the buttons. All of the buttons. Just hit all the buttons. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hit the like. Hit all the buttons. Y'all know what we came to do. Round the way, Ray up in here. What's up, Moretta? Iris, you new to the room. What's up, New England Beauty? Just like Candy. What's up, Candy? Blinders off. Empathic Shar. Believe in miracles. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Woo, man. The roll call. What happened? We getting short on the roll call. Another day. Well, that's beautiful. We can get right to it. Nothing like some good old agua. Y'all ready, man, on this Wednesday night? We're about to get this thing straight. Y'all know what time of the year it is. What's up, Joy Tracy? Shar's in the building. Good gracious, man. Woo! Enola. What's up, Enola? Yeah, man. Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button. We're going to go ahead and get to it. We're going to stop what we're doing and get right to it. Yeah, what's up, Britt Brad? Because, yeah, it's time. Woo! What is going on? Is everybody in the house? Everybody getting cozy? Come on in, my friends. Let's do what we're doing. Q Liz, filmmaker, said this is exactly why I broke up with the narcissistic, selfish arse right after Halloween because I didn't want yet year number 3 of the worst holidays in my life to occur. Man. Yeah, that's what it would have been. That's what it's going to be. That's exactly what it's going to be. Well, let's just get right to it, guys. Tonight's session, we're going to get right to it. We are, man. We're going to get right to it. First and foremost, the topic title tonight is The Narc Wants to Ruin Your Holiday. Beware. It's a sentimental time. I don't know about you guys, but you tell me how y'all feel. Even though I think we're still about 2 weeks away from Christmas, it hasn't started to feel completely, totally Christmassy yet. Let me see. Today is the 11th. Let me see. Yeah, we got 2 weeks. It's officially 2 weeks from today. And, you know, I put my Christmas decorations out the weekend. I look down the street, one of my neighbors usually is like on it with the Christmas stuff, and this particular neighbor, they like every holiday, they stuff is up, plenty of time. Like Thanksgiving, they got all the Christmas stuff up. Halloween, they got a whole yard full of stuff going on. And I don't see the Christmas spirit yet, but maybe next week, you know what I'm saying? It might come through, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. This year is sounding different and seeming different. Everybody coming in, hit the like button as you come on in. Help everybody see that we up in here. You dig? Everybody wants to see that we're here. There we go. Yes, indeed. We do have sponsorship. My fault. Good people out. Where are my manners at? Can we shout out Danita? Joe! Thank you so much for that sponsorship tonight. And of course, Connie Barnes. Guys, y'all make it all possible. Yes, you do. Because I'm going to tell you, man, it's getting hard in these YouTube streets out here, man. They just, they make it hard out here. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The message is not going to stop. What's up, Bella? The message will not stop. Hey, Sharita. Everybody hit the like button again. Notify. Helps. That's the only way they're going to let everybody know that we up in here. Okay? When you guys say, bing, bing, boom, boom, And, of course, the holiday Grinch is in full effect, guys. Full effect. The holiday Grinch. I'm going to start off tonight with, I am working, and it's a very, very short video. It's only about maybe 30 minutes at the most. It's like a 30-minute video that I'm working on. I started on this video the other day. I actually I had recorded this video years ago, some of it, different parts of it years ago. And I wanted to take you guys back to the beginning for me and what I looked like and how I spoke before I got divorced, the day of my divorce, and the day after. The video was 2 weeks before I did a video. I did a very short video the day of my divorce, and I did a video the day after my divorce to talk. And I spoke about how I felt, what it felt like in real time for you. What it felt like in real time. My mindset, what it was, man. And I was so proud of myself. I was proud. You ever look back at something and said, man, I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. I looked back at myself and I said, man, I am proud of this guy. I am proud of you because the message stayed consistent. The message stayed consistent, man. The day after I got divorced, there's a part on the video that I spoke on, and man, it was beautiful to me because it was me holding me accountable again, What's up, Andrew Davis? Yes. Hey, Irina. It was me holding me accountable. Man, it was a beautiful video. It's a beautiful video. I'm still working on it. But It is a beautiful video, guys. And again, I did it because I wanted to talk about, because again, when I do the videos, just like tonight, when I do these sessions, I am doing them with the frame of mind of me speaking to the person that I was, me trying to deliver the message that I needed to hear. Me trying to deliver the message that I needed to hear to help me unclog myself, get myself unstuck. To get myself unstuck, because guys, sometimes when we're in these really, really toxic relationships, man, we got to get unstuck. We have to get unstuck. When you're in a really toxic relationship, you got to do something to get unstuck. You have got to hear a word. You have got to get your mind right. You've got to get somewhere to get some help from somebody that's just going to help pull you back out, because a lot of times, a lot of you are in fear of the unknown. You're in fear of the unknown. You know that where you are in that entanglement, you know you're unhappy. You know you're unhappy. What's up, Lady Virgo? You know you're unhappy. However, even though you're unhappy, you still stick around. You still hang in there. You're still saying, I'm going to give it another chance. You're still giving it another chance. And another chance. And another. And it keeps on recycling itself. I'm going to fix it again. I'm going to do it again. It's, I'm going to. And it's just nonstop. It's nonstop. And you're not giving yourself a chance, man. You're not giving yourself a chance. I saw something today that talked about the family and how far, how bad it's really been messed up. And it has been. Because we can't listen, and the thing about it is let's remember something, guys. We are so willing to keep the worst relationship together. We are so willing to keep the worst relationships together. It is mind-boggling how willing we are to help keep the worst relationships together. Right now it's Christmas time. We just had Thanksgiving, now it's Christmas, and New Year's is coming. Anybody want to go down memory lane? Anybody want to think on, what Christmas was like? Good God Almighty. The worst, one thing we know for sure, they might not have all been totally tragic, but one thing we know for sure is that the worst Christmas you ever had in your life, you spent with a narc. We all do know that. I personally remember a Christmas. I remember my worst Christmas ever. Vividly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man. Worst Christmas ever. First year in my first house. First year in my first home. Your first Christmas in your brand new home. Can you imagine the nightmare that's created? Can you imagine? Brand new home, you're happy about the home, and it's your first Christmas there. Well, unbeknownst to me, the narc had an entirely, new relationship while being new to this new home. Brand new relationship. Narc had a brand new relationship. Well, I ain't gonna say brand new because it wasn't brand new. It's going on the whole time. And that's what we don't see, guys. You think that just because it's the holidays, they just turn into this monster. That's not something magical. They have something else going on. That's why your life is turned into this pit of hell. They are upset and angry with you because you're not the other person, because you're blocking that situation with the other person. And they want to get to it. They want to get to it. Yeah, I remember, man. All I can say, well, I'm gonna tell you about it because we here. I'm gonna tell you about it. First Christmas in our new home, brand new home, just brand new, just built. Good gracious, man. Couldn't tell me nothing. Young homeowners, 24? I think she was 21. I was 24. Man, oh man, guys. Moving to the house, first Christmas. By Christmas time, all hell had broken loose. We moved in, I think, in the summer. By Christmas time, all hell had already broken loose. Christmas tree there. Police had already been called to the home on several instances. Okay. This is the brand new home. Police done been there several times. Man. Oh, man. It's painful to even think back, guys. And these are memories that are 30 years old now for me. You know what I'm saying? 30 years ago. Still painful. Guys, that's what I'm telling you, man. Don't create these with these people. I know that you don't have the intention of creating bad memories, but you don't have a choice in it. They're not giving you other choices. It's not like they're saying, okay, we can make this a good holiday or a bad holiday. No, they're saying it's going to be a bad holiday, guys. Yes, they do, Irina. Yes, they do. Police at the house. Bunch of crazy chaos. Christmas tree turned over. I want to set it up for you. Christmas tree turned over. House just a total wreck. Good God. Yeah, I see you, Brooksy. Back and forth to the courthouse. All right, so let me paint the picture for you. You think that you're going to have your first Christmas, together. It's going to somehow in your mind, even though we know we with somebody that's trifling, somehow in our minds, we believe that, we're going to be able to salvage the situation and turn it into a beautiful, loving holiday. We believe that the Christmas spirit, because we want to be in that Christmas spirit so bad, we believe that somehow the narc is going to have a change of heart and going to come in and get it together. They're going to come in and get it together and everything going to be just fine. Wrong. And you know why? It's never going to turn into the holiday that you want it to be. Is because the narcissist has someone else. Always remember that when you find that disagreement, and they tell you that it's you, and you can't figure out what you're doing. What am I doing to make you act and treat me like this? What am I doing? When you can't figure that out, when you find yourself in that place where you're trying to figure out, what am I doing? Just understand, you're not the person they want. They want to be with this other person right now, and you're in the way. You're in the way. And they have to create a space. They have to create. So you're thinking, listen, guys, we get to the place where we are like, mentally, we like, look, whatever you doing over there, why you can't just do what you do over there and come over here and act like you got some sense? Why you got to bring all this friction in here to me? That's how far gone we are. Because basically what we're saying is, I know you're doing something dirty to me, but why don't you just be discreet about it? That's how far we're gone. We wishing that they would just be discreet. Look, okay, you're going to do what you're going to do. Good gracious. Why don't you just leave me alone? They're not going to just leave you alone. It doesn't work that way. No, it's not going to just be an easy way out. They're not given that option. It's not going to be an easy way out. Trying to say it's a silent night, but definitely not a holy night. The silent treatment in full effect. Man, they silent treatment with you while they on that phone with their hopeful future. And you're trying to put Christmas together. They just ruined Thanksgiving, then New Year's, man. It's like you putting yourself through torment. Just putting yourself through torment. I remember that Christmas, man, like no other. I'm telling y'all, man, I used to think my house, I look back at that house and I look at it like, man, that house was haunted. The spirit in that house was so wicked. It was so evil. But it wasn't something mysterious. It was the person I was in there with. I'm going to call a spade a spade. And yes, I have to look back in that mirror and say, wow, all the signs were there. The feelings were there. I could feel the tension, and I could feel that everything was wrong with me being there and being in that. And yet still, I still went along with it. In spite of the police being at my house for Christmas. How many of y'all had the police at your house for Christmas? Anybody? Good God Almighty. How many had the police at your house for Christmas? You ain't never seen a movie where the narc had the police at the house for Christmas? You ain't never seen a movie that horrible. Like, dang, go on, man. Y'all got the police at your house on Christmas? I'm telling you, man. Joy Tracy said, you went on that one. The police at the damn house on Christmas. Did you hear me? Oh my gosh. Man, boy, oh boy. This is a movie, man. That's a movie. That is a movie, man. Like, who has the police at the house on Christmas? Who's starting that much drama? The narcissist is. That's who. And guys, you know what? You know what? I have to admit, man, that it was needed. That's the level that was needed for me to someday see the light. Good God. That was the level it was needed for me to someday, because I still was there for another 20 something years. So that wasn't, guys, I was in a coma. Okay. I was in a mental coma. All right. Because I still stayed. I still stayed through the tragedy of Christmas, through the tragedy, through police court order. We going back and forth to court for Christmas. I said, not only are the police at the house for Christmas, but by New Year's, there's an ex parte order put in. So we back and forth to court by New Year's. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, and you know what? And for me, I want to just give y'all the mindset I was in. You know, my mindset was, what's up, Shar? My mindset was, I saw how heartless and how reckless it was. I could see it, you know, but I had already grown accustomed to the worst that life had to offer. And guys, I was afraid of failure. My fear of having a failed marriage, not thinking, bro, this is already failed. This been failed. I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking, nah, it ain't failed until you can't fight anymore. You got to fight until you can't fight anymore. Good. I didn't know that I was the perfect candidate, man. The perfect candidate. That's all they want. Somebody who gonna fight and keep fighting for that tragedy. The tragic life that you live with them. That's what you're fighting for. You're fighting for this tragedy. You're fighting to stay in something that is tragic. It's tragic. And you're fighting for it. You're fighting to be in it. You're fighting to keep it together. I mean, it's literally being held together by Scotch tape. And you just keep putting the Scotch tape on and putting tape. And you just constantly, every day you wake up, every day. Now, I'm talking about my ex. I'm talking about my, good gracious. Man, perfect candidates, guys. Wow. Irina said in the Bible, it talks about fallen angels mixing with human DNA. I genuinely believe that that's where they came from. Hey, Irina, there's nothing crazy about that. Nothing, because you can see it. You can see it in people. We look at people like, holy, we all supposed to want the same thing. And then when they regurgitate that sentiment to you, that's right, Tier One. They got us around. They got us around because we don't want to have that loss on our record. We don't want that in our court docs saying, oh yeah, this person is divorced. And we don't want to add to those negative statistics. That's the narc's job, to help society continue to add to negative statistics, failed marriages, broken families. That is the job of a narcissist, guys, to run around and keep everybody filled with shame and to torture you. That's their job, and it's a difficult thing to deal with. The sad part about it is that when you're young enough, really, when you're young enough, you're in your late teens and your early 20s, you pretty much can kind of roll with anybody because you haven't matured to a level where you can see this behavior and call it out and deal with it. But as you get older and you start to see how people move in life, it's a lot less tolerable. And I'm going to tell you, especially at the age that I'm at now, it's just, nah, man. It definitely is a lot harder for a narcissist as they get older, because guys, you're going to just, it's not worth it to you anymore. The failure isn't even worth it. The failure rate is not even worth it. You just like, hey, you know what? When you start to see little things, you believe it and you trust it. You like, oh, okay, I see that. I saw that. I might not make it a big deal, but I saw it. And I'm not going to pretend that I didn't see it. Because you remember what it was like when you were in that hell. You remember what they held against you. You remember those little sly remarks that they made. You remember all of the details, and guys, another thing that you really got to hold on to, do you know that when things are really painful in your life, you try to forget them. You try to forget them. And a lot of us do. We will cut the person off. The situation will be cut off. And then you don't deal with them for a while. And then out of nowhere, they come again. And you don't forgot about it. You're like, you know what? I ain't even mad about that no more. And that's what narcs, that's how they always come back. They look at it like, oh, you ain't mad no more. You done went on with your life and you got your life together. You happy somewhere now. They're banking on that. They're banking on the fact that your life is happy again. They're banking on the fact that your life is happy somewhere and you're moving forward in life. You're happy. You don't have any real big issues in your life. And if you guys really only knew, man, what's on the other side, how life continues to treat them. Yeah, they're going to have some ups, but a narc only has ups in their life so that they can go back down. The ups are going to be short, really short. The downtime, it's going to be long. It's going to be long, guys. They're watching you. And, they communicate with you. They try to communicate with you. Don't think that just because, you don't hear from them and you think that they've stopped watching you and you think that they're not worrying about you. Well, let me just say this. For every last one of y'all to think the narc got it together and you no longer on their mind, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Because they don't have anything on their mind. They don't have anything on their mind. They don't. There's nothing new, nothing changed, not for the better. And everything has gotten worse. Everything in their life. Their biggest fear of you is that you actually took the time to get yourself together. A narc's biggest fear, guys, is that you took the time and got yourself together. They're hoping you ran off into another relationship the same way they did. Because they know if you ran into something unknowing the same way they did, then you are very highly likely to be in the same position that they are now in something ready to get the heck out. And some of us have done it. We've run to new relationships hoping for the best. Oh my goodness. And all you have is another narc tale to tell everybody. Like, oh my gosh, I thought my narc was crazy. Then I met this other one. Oh my goodness. It was worse than the last one. And that's why you gotta sit tight, man. That's why you gotta sit tight. Man, you gotta hold your chips. You gotta hold your chips. Bella Moranita said, oh man, my narc is taking me to court for the holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holiday, man. That's right, Honeybee Lee. They are habitual line steppers. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. 5 days for a month. Oh, wait. Well, I hope that turns out well for you, Lady Virgo. Man, so again, it's holiday time. They ain't got nothing good. They don't want nothing good for nobody. All right? They gonna, and you better believe anybody in their life, man. Anybody. And guys, this is something. The one thing I want y'all to know, you know how we get to thinking that you be believing that they treating that this other person must be getting treated well. Because the other person is so adamant. They just adamant they're going to stick it out. You wonder how they making it. The narc can't be doing to them what they did to me. Yes, they are. I'm going to tell you something else. Well, man, I'm about to tell y'all something right now that I know you ain't never heard before. Woo-wee. I'm going to give it to you straight. Proof. I'm going to give you proof that the narcissist and the new person that they're with, the proof that you need that they are mistreating the new person, the proof that you've been looking for, and it don't look like proof. The proof is that the new person is still with them. I said the proof that they are mistreating the new person that they are with is the new person is still with it. They are still together somehow. Now y'all like, but that don't even sound right. Yeah, I know. That's that narcissistic relationship. Yeah, remember when you was there? You are the proof. Because the other person that they were with before you was wondering how the hell you making it with them. And you was just hanging in there by a thread. No matter how trifling they got, no matter how dirty they did, you know how bad, no matter how bad they cheated on you, no matter what they did to you, you still found a way to hang in there. That's the new person. Gonna find a way. The new person gonna find a way to justify staying in there. Same way you used to do. That's how you know the new person getting dogged. I mean, they getting dogged because that's what the narc was doing to you. I know y'all be thinking, like, nah, the narc, they done chilled out and everything. No, they ain't never chilled out. You lost your mind. Well, they went over there and got married. And what? What does marriage mean to a narcissist? Other than they have somebody that they can dog forever, that ain't going nowhere. They got somebody that ain't going nowhere. They get to dog you and keep dogging you. Yeah. They get to dog you and keep dogging you. Yes, indeed. Keep dogging you. The proof that the new person is getting dogged is that the new person is still there. Because the narcissist only has one speed. Okay? They only have one blueprint, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a cookie cutter project. One pattern. The narcissist has one pattern. That's it. You dealing with a one trick pony. And when they got to the new person, they just took up where you dropped off at. That's it. The narc found somebody that was more willing to participate and deal with reckless, shameful behavior. That's it. They didn't run off to somebody that, could appreciate, excuse me. They didn't run off to somebody that had boundaries. Somebody that was going to hold them accountable. You crazy? You must be crazy if you think they ran off to somebody that's going to hold them accountable. Somebody that's going to make them act responsible. Somebody that's going to make them act like an adult. Somebody that's going to make them act like they're in a real relationship. You must have lost your mind. Ain't no narc participating in that mess. Nowhere. There's no narc anywhere that's going to participate in that. No. It's one pattern. And the narcissist is not going to stop what they do. They're going to keep on running. They're going to keep lying. They're going to keep stealing. They're going to keep cheating. Listen, they're going to cheat, because that's the pattern. That's the pattern, because cheating is what destroys everything. Every time. Cheating works every time. When you're trying to destroy a relationship, you just keep cheating. People stick with you for a little while as long as they can. But eventually it does destroy the relationship. Every time. And the narc knows it. The narcissist knows it. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of y'all guys, man, they think a lot of times the narc truly believes in their mind of minds that you ain't going nowhere. They believe in their heart of hearts that they have control over you, that they have power over you, that you are not going anywhere, that you are not going to do anything other than be their mishap or whatever. The narcissist does not believe that you're going to stand up. They don't. The narcissist does not believe that you are at some point going to figure it out and stand up for yourself. That's right. Lady Virgo said he proudly divorced me. He divorced you so that he could say he divorced you. Because that's their next line to the next person. Man, I had to divorce her. Or I had to divorce him. A narc thinks that makes them look like they were the ones being abused in a relationship because they wanted the divorce. That's why they push for it. Oh man, they have ran this game since the game started. They started the game. They started the game. Yeah. Listen. They jump out there. They put that stuff in place because they think they found somebody that will never, their games will never get old with. and they be done wore that person out. By the time they get out of a relationship with you, they done wore that person out. They done wore that person out with the games, the head games. Because, guys, it takes a lot to get used to that level of drama, headache, pain, all of this movement, all the trickery. You know, you got to figure this out and you got to figure that out. And it's doing it and they doing this. And it's just, it's so draining. It is so draining. That's right, James. That marriage means nothing to them. Marriage means that they have somebody they can dog, somebody that's going to claim them, somebody that's taking them seriously. Marriage to a narcissist means that you are simply there to make them look like but relationship material, because that's all it does. They know that people, when you're married, you look like a credible person. But you better believe they are on dating sites with fake profiles. They are on every social media, everywhere. They are seeking and hunting everything. They are everywhere hunting. Who is this? Who is that? Look at this. Look at that. They are hunting daily, weekly. Yes, they are. Hunting. Guys, I'm telling you, man. We have this feeling, and we get to thinking that, you know, they're gonna, they must have changed. They must have got it together for this other person. They must have did something. No, they didn't. They haven't gotten it together. No, that's one thing they never gonna do. They're never gonna get it together. Y'all, you can forget that part. Shout out to my man, Young Chaos. Thanks for that super chat, champ. Young Chaos said, I heard corrosive control law got passed in New York earlier this year. You think that really changes anything for victims of abuse in court? Well, you know, I mean, it just, to me, it makes it seem, it's just going to make it so that they have to be a little more creative. You know what I'm saying? Because right now they get to brag about stuff, you know. They get to dog you legally, man, in some of these instances out here. It's a lot going on in this court system that helps narcs and helps narcissism. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot going on out here, man. I'm learning things every single day. I was looking at some TikTok videos earlier. Man, it's some treacherous, corrosive people on this planet, man. There are some corrosive, I mean, treacherous people. I was looking at a video today about a young female that took her two sons. You might guys may have heard of the story, but she took her two sons and put them in the oven and baked them, and then sent pictures of them or video FaceTime the children's father. Now she has some mental issues. She definitely has some mental disorder issues, because I don't know anybody that's human that could stomach putting your baby in an oven and turning it on. I could not. I could not imagine the pain of watching my 1-year-old and newborn get put in an oven. And she FaceTimed the father. Man, oh man, guys. They gave her life. What's that? And she took lives. We live in a wicked place, y'all. We live in a wicked place, and we keep seeing people who are more and more grotesque. We get to see people who are more and more corrosive. We see people who are dirty. We see people who just won't get it together, won't do right. We see more wrong being done now than ever. The family has been broken. Now most people are afraid. Well, I'm not going to just say afraid. Most people don't trust a relationship. Most people don't trust it. Most people don't trust it anymore. You can't trust family. You can't even put a family together out here. You can't put a family together with hopes of keeping it in place. And you can do everything right. But we didn't do everything right because, there were warning labels on that package. But guys, we sit back and we say, well, hey, you know what? I'm not perfect. So I don't expect this other person to be perfect. That's the perfect entrance to our lives. That's the perfect entrance for them because we're not perfect. We don't expect them to be perfect. And bam, they trick you right on into it. That's right, Shar. Our society is morally corrupt. It is morally bankrupt. No morals or standards at all. The morality is a joke in this world. The morality here is a joke. There is none. There is no morality. And you know why? Because the family has been destroyed. The family is under attack. Even the families who appear to be together are under attack. You think they're not under attack? This is the most wicked devil. The devil is the most wicked of them all. The devil is attacking the family, the head of the household. There's no head in the household anymore. So you can't say the man is the head of the house. He's not the head of the house no more. They've been stopped the man from being the head. Nah, man. That's rare. It may exist in some homes, but it's rare. There's no authority in the home. And I say this, see, that's one of the ways that the devil tricks you. That's one of the ways that the devil tricked Adam and Eve. Why should he be the leader? Y'all both should be leaders. Y'all both should be the head. See, the devil coming in with language like that, and it's fair seeming. It seems like it should be right? Now, that's how you can tell a house is built to fall. When there is no leader, we both lead. There's no leader, therefore there's no following. And you know what you teaching children when there's no leadership in a home? When there's no leadership in the home, when you say, no, mommy and daddy are equal, what you're teaching your child is daddy's not the head here. Daddy ain't the head. You don't have to go to daddy. You don't have to fear daddy because daddy's not in charge. Okay? That's what you're teaching the child. That's what the child is learning. When a child is in the home and there's no structure, when God is not the structure in that home. See, we got this new thing out here. We got this new math out here that we both of us lead. We both lead. Yeah, that new math got every house in here divided. Got every house divided, and it will destroy every home out here. Everybody out here talking that partnership crap, that house is destroyed already. Every last one of them. Don't even know it's existing in your language. You destroy yourself through the words you speaking on your home. That's a house divided. That is a house divided. And we have done so, and ladies, I'm gonna tell you, man, we've done a lot. We've done a lot, man, out here to empower the woman. We ain't done nothing to empower the men. And yet we out here looking for ladies, looking for men that have some backbone and that we're gonna stand up like men. But we've only done things to empower the women. Ain't nobody out here empowering no man to do nothing. These dudes out here now are literally bums, man. We done turned the men into bums. Ain't nobody empowering them. And again, when the man is not empowered, look at what happens to the home. Look at the brokenness in the homes out here. I know this might not be a popular situation, a popular topic, but it is what it is. Sitting here lying ain't fixing the problem. It's not fixing the problem. If we're gonna sit here and lie and turn it into, well, nah, y'all, you just want some slave and ain't no women, ain't that. And nobody never said no mess like that. That's how the devil talk. That's how the devil tricked Eve. Oh, he just wants you to be his little nothing. He just wants you to be the maid, the cook, the this, the that. Got her all out of order. What did she become listening to the devil? What did Eve become listening to the devil? What did she do to her home? And not just her. Look at Adam. When he followed that lying crap, got both of them kicked out of a mindset that they never got back to. Had them with children. Come on. Can we get to Cain and Abel? That's right, Bella. No man. No man. But that ain't the position no more. That ain't the position of a man no more. Man can't stand up in his house and start speaking like a man. Nah, buddy. And then you got some silly fools out here, you know. You got some silly fools out there that's going to do it the wrong way. No matter what you put in his hand, he's going to fumble. He's going to do it the wrong way. Like I said, though, y'all, we've been telling a lie for long enough. The lies ain't working. The lie ain't working. The home is broken. All this, we even, we live, we the same, we got the same authority. That's somebody telling you ain't got no authority. You go in somebody's house and they, oh no, we share, we this, we that. That's a house with no authority. That's a house where a woman is in rulership. We both equal in here. So you mean if somebody come breaking in the house, your woman might have to fight? Because y'all equal? Is that what that means? She protecting too? Huh? You get to go run and hide under the bed? That's the times we living in. We living in a time where, you know, you got to talk a certain way. If you ain't talking a certain way, if you're not talking a certain way, buddy, you're going to be canceled. That's where we at right now. If you're not talking a certain language, then you canceled. If you ain't bowing down to this, man, to this feminine world that we living in, where it ain't just a male and a female gender no more. If you ain't bowing down to other, let your child decide. Ain't no man, what? Let your child decide what they gonna be. Is the world that we in. You a man. Man, please. Nah. Mm-mm. Nah. You ain't free to be no man out here. You ain't, ladies and gentlemen, we are, as men, we ain't free to be men. We're not. We're not free to be men out here anymore. Because if you say certain things a certain way, man, you what you think you are, who you think you are. You say something about responsibility. And see, this is the thing. See, women, in my opinion, a good woman wants a man who is going to be responsible because a woman wants to be responsible. She wants to be responsible because she wants to be around a man who is responsible. That's not what the devil wants. That's not what a devil wants. A devil wants somebody to just be here and I just want you to, let me do what I want to do. Uplift me, in what I'm saying. A devil came to divide that house, and it's divided. It is divided. I saw another article about how people are turning their children into, what is these things? What are they called? Orphanages. Turning their children into orphanages. Because they tired of them. Oh man, I ain't doing this. I'm tired of this mess. They this, they that, because the control has been taken from the parents now. Parent can't control, you can't control your children. You can't put your hands on, you put your hands on your child. See where you be at. They will get you locked up. You whip your child. Your child can call the police on you, have you locked up. And if you cannot control your children in your home, people are turning the children in, take them to an orphanage, and man, please, I can't control them, please. That's what people are doing now. And you're gonna let the state send your children out here? They traffic. That's called trafficking. And what chance does that child have in life? What chance does that child, if the parent that created them cannot control them? What in the world, what kind of life is that child going to have? Huh? What kind of life are they going to have? Y'all, somebody talk to me. What kind of life, what chance do they have in this world? We in a place now where you can't control your own children. You can't control your own home. And what are we doing? We just steadily giving more power to the wrong people. We're giving more power. We're empowering people that are destructive with power. You're going to empower a child and let the child, you decide what you want to be, child. Some of y'all going to have a Christmas this year that's not just wrecked by the narcissistic ex. You got some narcissistic children that's going to make your holiday absolutely horrendous. This is all by design, ladies and gentlemen. You have a spot when you are in a house where your home has two bickering parents. Those children, you're not even focused on how bad the children are yet. You're still trying to figure out how crazy it is just dealing with this other person in your house, your spouse in the house. And by the time you really get to it, it's you way off, man. You way off. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, Honeybee Lee said, you see what it, send me that article, Honeybee Lee. Inbox me that. Pastor said, Pastor and his wife made their two sons sleep on the porch since June. Said they had demons of the world in them. Man, it's a wicked world out here, y'all. This devil is, man. And guys, again, when control is taken from a man, as you can see, it's like driving a car with no brakes. All gas, no brakes. What's going to happen? Exactly what we see out here right now. You're taking more and more of these brakes off. When you don't have any type of structure in place, power becomes destructive. And as you can see, this devil is destroying. The family is destroyed. Wow, James said the state of Ohio is stealing children and fatherhood based on lies. I've been fighting the state and the narc, the level of abuse and the laws that have been broken. Listen, man, that's everywhere. That's everywhere. We out here fighting. Man, good men are actually out here fighting to try to raise their children properly. Because we know, man, they ain't got a chance in this world. A child with no structure does not have a chance. Whoo, man. Not in this world. I mean, doomed. And then when you add the legalization of some, what do they call it? I can't remember what kind of drugs they call it, but usually that medical marijuana, or just some states just legalized it, say it is legal. Man, listen, anybody crazy enough to think that medical or legalized marijuana is a good thing, if you think it ain't what it is, then you've lost it too. You lost it too. It surely ain't nothing natural about it. Oh, it's definitely enhanced. You know, they got that stuff out here for these kids. You know, it used to be you were scared of your child being on heroin and all this other stuff. And now, see, they done made it look like, oh man, well, marijuana ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of weed. That's natural. It ain't. No, it's not. It's chemicals in it. And it's chemicals in it that's destroying the minds of these children. That's right, Lady Virgo. They spray that cannabis, man. They spray it. And the effect that it's having on these children, why y'all think that they just walk around numb? And also, that's just a gateway drug for them. It just leads them to other drugs. Oh man, I can handle that. I can handle this too. Man, listen, y'all. It seems like it ain't as bad as it is. It is. It's a lot worse. Thanks, Honeybee Lee. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna have to do a video on that one. Goodness gracious, man. Guys, man, that's what we are. We running into the holiday season, and man, it's grim to say. The best thing you can say about it is it's grim. It's grim. It's grim out there. Except for those of us who decide we want better. Except for those of us who decide we want better, man. That we want happiness. For those of us who want to feel good, for those of us that want the best in our lives. Every last one of us, man. We still win. At the end of the day, man, we still win. Yeah, the holidays are coming. Some people get depressed this time of year. I got a couple of friends and family members that work for the transportation system in the area that I live in. Every year they talk about, the suicide rate and, people jumping in front of trains and buses and off of bridges, just in that level of depression. And guys, ain't nobody out here. Ain't nobody out here worth losing your life over, man. Nobody. Nobody out here is worth losing your, giving up, throwing your life away just because of whatever you went through with that person. Whatever you went through with that person, you already made it through. You've already made it through. We in the holidays. If you got to spend the holiday by yourself, you know what? If it was me, you know what I would do? You know what I do? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do for me this Christmas, okay? Yeah, and y'all can laugh at me all you want. I am getting a race car track for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy my little grandkids stuff. I'm gonna buy my son and my mother. Everybody, I'm gonna get everybody that needs it, that's supposed to get a gift. But for me, yes, I'm doing some little stuff that I want for me, stuff that I want to play with, something I want to do for Christmas. Because what I'm not going to do is allow my Christmas or my holidays to not be fun. I have control over it. I'm going to do something fun. And I'm saying, even if you do something by yourself, do something that you always wanted when you was a child. Do that for yourself. Yeah, I'm going to buy myself some stuff. You better believe it. It's Christmas. Yes. Do something that you like to do. Do something nice for you. We always worried up about everybody else being happy, getting what they want. Get something you want. It's no need or reason for you to just be sitting back depressed and upset or whatever. Never that. For what? For what? You woke up today, you're still amongst the land of the living. You made it through. You dealt with a narcissist. You made it through that. You still have your mind. You still are teachable. You're still in a place where you're learning. Trust me, if you made it this far, man, life has a much, much bigger assignment for you. Life has a much bigger assignment for you. That's right. I'm going to wrap it up round the way, Ray. I'm going to get all my boxes wrapped so I can unwrap them. Yes. You know why? Because, guys, that shows you your level of resilience. That shows you that, man, even if you by yourself, you can have a good time. We be so worried up if I'm by myself, I'm going to be depressed and I don't want to be there. Man, whatever. Be having new Christmas music on. I'm going to leave some cookies for Santa by the door. What up? Listen, I'm going to have Christmas music playing, Christmas movies on. Yes, indeed. Get out and go visit a couple relatives. Yes. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's your life. Okay? It's your life. Your assignment is to make sure that it's happy. You get to do what you want to do to make it happen. It's your assignment. All you got to do is spread the cheer. Thing I've learned about myself, and I want to teach all of you. The thing that I've learned about myself is, man, I can be happy by just saying it, just thinking it. Just thinking it. And guys, that's not the same. Come on. If we all live in the same world together, nobody has an exemption on just, hey, every day I wake up, it's just beautiful. It's the sun is shining, and you know, and there's a money tree in my backyard that just spit out another $1 trillion for me. There's no such thing as that for any of us. But we all have a mind. We all have a mind that we can control, that we can make think every single day. It's a beautiful day. I got another opportunity to live my dreams. I have another opportunity to be happy. I have another opportunity to love, man. To love on me too. Yeah, you get to love on you, ladies and gentlemen. We be acting like we can't love on ourselves, man. Y'all better stop, man. You better stop. You better go to that mall and love on you. Go on Amazon and love on you. You better buy yourself something for Christmas and love on you. You always worrying about, I'm going to get everybody else's stuff. Ain't nobody worrying about what you get for Christmas. You better worry about loving on you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get the AFX too, Lady Virgo. Yes, indeed. I got my train track. Look, man, I ain't put my Christmas tree up yet. I got my decorations outside, but I'll put my Christmas tree up this weekend. Man, got my little train track going around the Christmas tree. I'm going to have my race track too. A couple of other things I'm buying myself, you know. Like I said, y'all, life is what you making it, man. Life is what you making it. And happiness, your happiness is always every day going to be based on what you want it to be. Yeah. It's remote control is in your hand. I want to be happy today. Say that to yourself. I want to be happy today. A lot of times we can't be happy because we done gave the remote to somebody else. We letting them control whether we going to be happy or not. You letting the narc control whether you going to be happy or not. And why? Why? How do you benefit from a narc having control in your life? You don't. You don't. You can't. They are only there to tear you down if you allow it. If you allow it. I'm telling you, and I'm telling each and every one of you, man, this is your life. You better treat it every single day, man. Every year of my life, man. My promise to myself when I broke up from the narc, I promised myself I am not going to let myself just be down 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute, 1 second. I'm not going to let myself be down anymore. I was determined I'm going to live my best life. I am determined I am going to live my best life. And there's nothing that can stop me. There's nothing that can stop you from living your best life. There's nothing that can stop you from being your favorite person. There's nothing that can stop you from everything that you want, everything that you desire. That you are the only thing stopping you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. The only thing that can stop you from everything you want is you. The only thing. Everything that you want, it's under your control. It's under your control, ladies and gentlemen. You are the light at the end of the tunnel, man. You are the light at the end of the tunnel. Y'all better stop giving your power away. Stop letting other people dim your light. You are the light at the end of the tunnel. Happiness is yours. You better grab all that you want. Grab all you can. We win. There's nothing that can stop us from winning. Nothing. Sadness is a state of mind, and you get to control that thought. Sadness is a state of mind. You get to control it. It does not get to control you, ladies and gentlemen. Choose to love on you. Choose to be happy from now on. When you wake up tomorrow, choose happiness. Just say, I choose to be happy today. I don't care what happens. I'm not going to let it tear me down. I don't care how stressful work gets. I don't care how stressful these bills get. I don't care how stressful life gets. I am going to be happy. I'm going to find a way. Okay? No matter what, I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way no matter what. Because I am determined. And I'm encouraging everybody here to do the exact same thing. Find a way to be happy. Find a way to love yourself. Find a way to enjoy this holiday season. Find a way. Guys, we live in a world where there is so much hatred, so much animosity towards people that are not depressed. Misery loves company. Looking for company. It's your turn to win. All you got to do is stand up and do it. It's your turn to win. What you going to do? What you going to choose? Happiness or being over there on that other side? Happiness or being over on that other side? And I'm telling you flat out, man. You get to choose whether you win or not. We already won. Take that into your week. Wake up tomorrow, claim your victory. Wake up tomorrow, claim your victory. It's on you. It literally is on you. All you got to do is decide. I'm picking today to win. I'm picking today to be happy. I'm picking today because I'm tired of feeling low. I'm tired of feeling down. I'm done with that. I'm done with that part in my life, y'all. And when people come around me and they've chosen to be depressed and sad, it's that they're not comfortable around me. Because I'm not carrying that spirit. No, man. Everybody's not walking in a spirit of accountability, man. Self-accountability is freedom. Holding yourself accountable is freedom, man. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, hey, guys, it was a beautiful session with y'all tonight. Y'all check us out on Friday night with me and the dynamic duo. Me and the ladies come in. And we're going to attack this Narc Friday night, just like we usually do. So look, everybody, I want y'all to put some peace and love in the chat. And I want you to enjoy the rest of your week. I want you to have a wonderful holiday, man. This holiday season is your first one by yourself. Then make it the best one. If you're spending it by yourself, make it the best one. It ain't going to be the worst. It's going to be your best one. And we're going to help you ensure that. All right? Yes, indeed. I'm going to leave y'all the same way I came in here with nothing but love, peace, and soul train. See you guys on the other side. Okay, it's on Friday. Peace, everybody. Good night.